We are the people, and this is our podcast. I wrote a jingle because a man, there was a battle between the smug man and the one true smuggest mug. It did stand up. Wish you had pants, cause now I'm feeling cut. We are the people, and this is our podcast.
Boom, boom, boom. We're live.
And in the same location. Wow, look at that.
Thanks for meeting me in this halfway
Nux.
coffee house. Yeah, we've been struggling. Well, I guess Stu's been struggling with recordings, cutting people off. But now
we had to kick him off the podcast. So it's just us now.
Got rid of the boomer. Now we're solidly. It's actually really funny. I'm currently building a generational differences, how to become an amazing colleague through generational differences presentation / workshop. And it's really funny to like look up all these old adages and like all the random shit that has gone by the wayside. Like there was this whole culture about beepers or, do you remember those things? We were too young for them.
Beat me the call number and I'll call you.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Beat me the number.
I don't think they were called beepers though. I'm brain farting on them. But yeah, then like Blackberries came along and all the business people had Blackberries, and that like took the corporate world by storm. And then there's like, you think about yellow pages and like scrolling through those to make your sales calls. Just like, it's crazy how much the world has evolved in like the last 2 decades. And now we have, Chat GPT, AI, all that shit coming along and throwing everything for a loop again. Anyways, I digress. How's your weekend, man?
My weekend was good. It was full. It was Southwest Regionals in beautiful Norco, California. Funny. Oh, actually, is that a brew dog? Should I get? No, it's not. Okay, I won't feel bad then. Ran into your dad actually, and by ran into I mean between rounds I hustled to the porta potties and I saw the Ritz and I saw him inside and I was like, and he waved at me. Yeah, regionals. We finished 4th. We actually played Condors in the 3rd place game. There was only one bid in the Southwest men's region because Condors actually lost their bid. They went to a travel tournament about a month ago and they did really poorly. Like they played themselves out of a bid. So we met them in a meaningless 3rd place game, which is kind of, I don't know, vindicating for everybody who decided not to try out for Condors and save money on my team, meeting that team that spends thousands of dollars and travels and yada, yada, yada. Anyway, it was a good tournament. My ankle did hold up. I was telling the gang last week on this pod that I had rolled it and it was kind of sketchy. So with the brace and with some extra strength ibuprofen, something called like piroxicam or whatever, that one of my teammates randomly had, he's like, hey, I got something for you. It was like this like gnarly like crimson like capsule that I took every day. And actually, I mean, between that and the brace and adrenaline, I was fine and I made it.
Oh my God. I bet Scott knows what that drug is. I bet they give it to like dogs before fighting. Ugh.
Wow. Piroxicam. Yeah, here it is. Piroxicam, a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug used to treat pain and help relieve symptoms of arthritis.
Got this like extra strength old person tablet.
Yeah, legit. So yeah, made it. And then Sunday night, started pup sitting this like 18-month-old Frenchie. He's the person who I posted in the group me and said classic sploot. He was super funny. He was like this like kind of tubby, but like super energetic pup who would just like run like around and like run on the couches and on the beds and like whatnot. And then just like wrestle all over the place. You could really rile him up by like, shaking him and he'd like go all crazy. So that was fun. His name was Teddy. And that was the weekend. So Frisbee and watching Teddy, and then watching only a little bit of football. Getting that dub. Yeah.
Dude,
Yourself?
who wouldn't get riled up after getting shit?
Yeah, he is a wild person, but like very fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, my weekend was absolutely bonkers. As you know, you have to tell the story about the picture.
Oh yeah, good call. Wow, I was like glossed over all my. I didn't want to be like, well, in game one we won 14-11, and then in
Yeah,
game two,
nobody wants that.
I scored the winning goal on Universe Point in quarters, so that was fun. I actually tried to drop it, but I didn't.
Oh my gosh.
It was offense. We marched down the field. I was like left alone in the back of the end zone, flick blade thrown my way, and it was like one of those weird moments. I don't know if you ever have experienced it or anybody else who like you're too open. It's like you can just think about like everything that can go wrong because you're just like by yourself. So anyway, didn't drop it. We won on Universe. So that was fun, but had a slight heart attack. Anyway, the picture I sent, this is an absolutely ridiculous story. Have you heard about this?
I know of
Okay.
it, but not the
Yeah.
details, so I'm excited.
So this is during our second game on Saturday. We were playing a team of high schoolers and their dads from the Bay Area called Mavericks. The thing about the future, when you were talking about, is high school kids are so fucking good at Ultimate. It's like insane. Like these kids from the Bay Area have like all the throws. They can jump like way higher than we ever could. They just don't have polish, right? They're just like all gunslingers that like don't have fundamentals really. So we're playing this high school team, and they're playing us like closer than they should because our D line just like couldn't convert. We ended up winning like 14-11 or something, but it should have been a much larger margin. But anyway, it was 11-9. We were pulling on defense. We hear this big crash, and the Norco facility is right next to a highway. And we look over, and there's like smoke coming from something, right? We assume it's like a car. We can't see, but something is like on fire. Okay. And then very shortly after that, we see these three dudes who are all covered in sweatshirts and have like face masks sprinting down the hill. And if I'm painting this picture, there's a field that right next to it running parallel is the highway, but it's probably like 500 feet away, and like the highway is a little elevated, but you can't see it. And so there's these guys now running down this hill towards the complex. And then shortly behind them, there's like four police officers just chasing these dudes down this hill. And so we're all seeing this and we're like, holy shit. In the background, like a car is on fire, but we can't see it. Two of the three guys hopped this fence, which is probably like 10 to 12 feet high. One of them couldn't make it. And then they start sprinting across our field. Like we're the field right next to this shit.
Oh
And
my
so these
god.
guys who are like covered head to toe in clothing just are now running through our ultimate game. And like we've all been to a frisbee tournament. It's like our field, then another field, then another field, another field, and they're just running through these ultimate games. Like ours was between points, so it was like fine timing, but they like ran through points of like ultimate as they were trying to run away from the cops. Meanwhile, I turned back around to like the fence. The third guy didn't hop the fence. He was caught. A police officer tried to scale the fence and couldn't. Like he like got to the top and like couldn't swing his leg over. I'm like watching this guy like fail to get over the fence. And so like they just like gave up and they took the third guy to their squad car. One of my teammates who's in the Navy went and like spoke to the cops about what's going on, the direction of the other two guys. There was like an ulti photos person that took a picture of them as they were running across. Like 15 minutes later, like a fucking police helicopter is like circling the complex, like during like pool play of Ultimate, right? And then so we resume play, which is that picture that I sent. It was like one of the points afterwards. I'm in the middle of that picture, it's our O line. And like we're like waiting on the line, and we hear these like just like explosions behind us, or like big pops, and just like the tires like popping on this most likely stolen vehicle that was crashed and then like lit on fire. So yeah, that was a first. It's kind of funny. I've been playing, I don't know, 14 or 15 years of like organized ultimate. Second time a vehicle's been on fire that I've been at, but the first time that there was a cop chase and with the freaking police helicopter afterwards. And that was that picture.
Yeah, that's freaking so fun. I can't believe that, like, when you shared that picture, I thought it was a throwback to the last time there was that car fire at whatever tournament. I think that was also a regionals tournament. That's crazy. Let's see if I can share this picture real quick. It's gonna be too small, but for those of you that are actually looking at YouTube, I'm showing the picture right now. So there's our boy Collin.
There I am. Yeah. Waiting for the pole. And there's a fucking car in the background, tires exploding.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun. That's a really nice color for your jersey.
Yeah, those were, it's kind of funny. We went with a different company for our jerseys this year. They're called Bench Clearers. They do like hockey apparel, but one of the captains has a buddy who's a co-founder of this company. So that was actually our alternates. Those are tanks. Those are teal tanks, but they have like a black and orange like emblem of two like fish, because Streaking rebranded to Skipjack to be PC, which is kind of baloney. Skipjack's a type of tuna that put San Diego on the map because of the tuna business like 100 years ago or whatever. In any case, those are alternates. Those are tanks. We also have darks that are black, and then we have whites that are actually knockoffs of the Padres City Connect. They're like the same color scheme, so they're pretty fun. We never got shorts though. This company like never sent us the shorts, so it's kind of funny. They're pretty dope like jerseys, and then no shorts. So if you like go back to that picture while wearing just like random ass shorts, because we just didn't get shorts with our jersey kits this year.
Wild. Yeah, that's so weird. Did you leave a strongly worded email? Any Yelp review?
I have not. I mean, the jerseys are pretty sick. And then side note, we're trying to get them to give us a fat discount at SDSU as I'm coaching again. And so no, I have not said anything negative publicly about this business.
Yeah, gotcha. That's so fun. Wild. Really cool jerseys this year. Like a lot of rebranding to these weird blue, green, turquoise, and like neon colors, like offshore.
Yeah.
It looks pretty fun as well. Anyways,
mine was probably the most exciting weekend of the league this past weekend.
Yeah. It really, it sucks to go second in this scenario. Yeah, so I got engaged. That was crazy. I guess like I'll share the story.
Yeah. Now we can just skip to the next section. So league pick 'em.
Yeah, so in the week leading up to the event, like I knew it was happening and I had my plan. And so like actually the plan was gonna have a little private picnic with charcuterie board and have this like fun little little proposal plant just to kind of level up the picnic, you know. It's pretty funny.
A proposal plant. Wow.
Penelope, the proposal plant. And so, like, this is my plan, and I'm going to do it on the way to Big Sur so that we just have the full weekend to just, like, have an engagement, like, weekend at the resort. And so, like, the days leading up to it, Ashley's like, you know, like, I would really like us to have, like, a picnic while we're at Big Sur, you know, like a charcuterie board, like all these cheeses, all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, that sounds dope. Knowing full well that like that's exactly what I want. So it's nice that it's
like, maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah, and she's like, you know, I'll stop by the store after work and I'll get it all. I'll just buy it all. And like, what else do you want? And I was like, you know what, honey, like let me do the shopping, and like, you know, I've got some snack ideas, and you know, I'll take care of dinner. It'll be like fine. She's like, oh, okay, cool. So I go like shopping and bring back this giant bag of snacks, and there's no cheeses in it. And she's just like, but I said, sure. I was like, yeah, but I bought popcorn.
You can't do anything right.
There's Cheez-Its. That's nice. Right.
Sort of like cheese.
Yeah. So like, you know, I'm internally just like laughing because I've already stashed away the whole charcuterie board. I've like pre-wrapped all the meats in Tupperwares, and I've got like ice packs tucked away in the car just for like an entire 24 hours beforehand.
Mhm.
And then, funnily enough, she went to Trader Joe's for lunch that day, and she texted me. She's like, "Hey, like, should I get this plant?" And it's literally the same exact plant that I had bought. So I'm like, "No, like, you're there for lunch. Why would you buy a plant? That's so silly. You know, stay on target." And so I'm just like, inside, I'm like loving it, but also just like, God, you're killing me right now, girl. Um, so that's fun leading up to the moment. Saturday, we wake up, we go for like a little couple jog. We jog 2 miles.
Wow.
It's burrito week, so we get a burrito from the fancy Spanish food place, Mexican food place just down the block. It was super tasty. We hit the road. The whole way up, Ashley's like, you know what? Like, there's this really cool waffle spot that I really want to stop at. It's like in Los Osos on the way. And I was just like, I don't really feel like waffles, you know, just like trying to like skirt the issue. Just forget about it, honey. You know, like I'm still full from the burrito. I don't want to do that. And so then we're getting closer and she keeps bringing it up. And I'm like, you know what, honey? Like I've got plans already. That's why I keep telling you no. So we get close. We're actually in what's Big Sur at this point. We stop off at San Carpoforo Creek, which is like dispersed camping, which we didn't know about, but I found online. I was like, this would be dope. Propose here on this beach, and then we can come back and camp as like our tradition. But we get there and it's a zoo. There's a ton of people there, like, and I'm just, you know, like this is bad vibes for like a proposal. So
Sure.
we continue up the road to the second spot that I'd like scouted out online. And it's just this very unassuming pull out. It's like this vista point that's shaded with cypress trees. And, you know, there's like a couple different nooks that that I sussed out. And I'm having Ashley sit in the car during this whole thing because I just want to make sure that it's like cool, not to, like taking her to like a shitty spot and like having her get back in the car. There was like a construction worker there, and like I was just like, this is gonna be weird if he hangs out, but luckily he left. And then basically that was like, okay, this is it. Like we're all alone. It's a super tiny spot. We have an ocean view on the cliffside. We're in shade. So like I'm like, honey, this is it. Like, get out of the car. I need your help carrying stuff. And so I like pull out our giant like picnic backpack that's got a cooler in it and like charcuterie boards coming out of it, and like her face lights up. And then I pull out Penelope and I'm like, hey, can you take this over there? And you know, we lay down the blanket, start laying out all the things, pull out the Tupperware, and she's like, oh my God, like when did you do all this? And she's just so happy. She obviously knows it's coming. So then I actually randomly just like got on 2 knees. I was like sitting down, setting everything up, and I was like, all right, you know, I turned and I was just there. And then she was on 2 knees, holding hands, and you know, I said my spiel, which like I don't remember much of it because I feel like you just black out in those moments. Yeah. And she said, of course. And so that was super fun. And then we basically just hung out there for a couple hours, took like dozens and dozens of photos that like came out really well, which I'm pretty excited about because I'd like debated having somebody like hiding or like a photographer, and I just chose not to make it more organic. So super stoked that the pictures came out. Then went up the road 20 more minutes, checked into the resort, got free complimentary wine with check-in. And this resort is just a beautiful like ocean view. Oh, Ashley's calling me multiple times. I'll finish the story, then I'll call it back. Damp. So we have this free wine, ocean view. There's like nobody around. We get to our campsite. It's really cool. They like have golf carts that they take all your stuff directly to your spot.
Oh, nice.
Usher, yeah, and like there's no service here, so we're just like in it together, like just being engaged. We're not calling anybody. We're not texting anybody. So that's really fun. We set up camp. I open another bottle of rosé. she kicks my butt at Catan. Then we have dinner reservations. There's a sushi restaurant on site. And so it's omakase style. You just pay a flat fee and you get like this 16 course sushi tasting. There's only 8 seats there, and it is positioned, with a beautiful view of the ocean. So basically, as soon as we get there, we had like met a couple earlier and told them that we had just gotten engaged. And so they like immediately, as soon as we sat down, they're like, this couple just got engaged. And so then like the whole vibe of this setting went from like stiff and like formal to just like rambunctious and like fun. And like we're getting advice from both couples on each side of us. The sous chef, like the sake pairing is like $100 per person. And so we're like, we'll bring our own fancy wine and can you just cork it for us?
Yep.
And so like the sous chef just kept like giving us sake that paired well with the sushi. Just like that was really cool. So it was just like this super fun time and very fancy, very experiential, like so fun. Anyways, then next day, Sunday, the whole resort checks out. It's just me and Ashley. So we like have the whole place to ourselves. We pop over to Willow Creek and like do this like ice bath situation, which was very fun, and it had like a little bit of a infinity pool aspect to it. And there was something going on where there was like these massive bait balls, where if you don't know what that is, it's like all these fish collect in a like small dense area. And so birds basically just are like pelicans are diving. There's swimming birds that are like diving underwater and like collecting them, and literally saw like thousands and thousands and thousands of these birds. It was just like constant action. Yeah, it was insane. So we're in this infinity ice bath watching these pelicans go crazy. It was so fun. Hop back over to the resort. Everybody's gone. We take a couple edibles, get way too high, and we just lounge by the pool for like 5 hours, eating leftover charcuterie, drinking hopping in the hot tub, then taking naps, jumping in the pool. It's ocean view the whole time. It was just like a great time. And then basically just made dinner that night. We like camped, played more board games, super fun. This place has free breakfast each day, so that was really cool, and like espresso machines and free coffee. So it really was glamping. And then we like made our way back down on Monday, stopped in Morro Bay, got oysters and seafood, tried to like watch the otters, but they weren't out to play. But then that's where we started making the phone calls and the texts. I sent the group meets to the boys, and it just like, for all this serenity of what our weekend was, it was polar opposite of like chaotic love energy. That it was just like so fun and rewarding, and like both moms cried and like shrieked and yelled, and like it was just like such fun emotions the whole, like for the next 7 hours, just like people FaceTiming us when they found out, and then Ashley friggin' put it on Insta, and then that like next level layer of contacts hitting us up. So really fun weekend. Sorry that took a long time, but it was a special moment for me.
Yeah, this is your story, your platform to share it.
Yeah. So thanks for being with me, boys. And it's really cool to like just think like already people are asking us like when it's gonna be and who's gonna be invited, and like is for me, like I already just like don't care. Like my list isn't that large. It's like my family and then Frisbee Touchdown. Like there would be like a handful of other friends there, but like those are the ones that I truly care about. Yeah, so that's fun.
Should we segue into some groomsmen power rankings?
Oh my God. No, yeah, I'm not ready for that. That's fun. I'm gonna let you vamp because I gotta call Ashley back. She's called me 3 times.
Well, the next thing we're going to do is go over the atonement section, but that involves a little bit of Weaver action. So we'll skip that for now, circle back to it. quick league pick'em update. Weaver's in first. I'm actually tied for first. Him and I at 12 points. Pebbles is in third. Stu is in fourth. Adam is in fifth. The Italian adventure not doing great for his pick'ems. Yeah, there are. How's everything with Ash?
I'm back. It's good. She's coming home.
Just calling to tell you I'm coming home, babe.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure there was a bunch of stuff like, should I get a burrito from this place? Because burrito week is coming to a close.
Oh,
But I was like, babe, I'm podcasting. What's up? She's like, I'm coming home. I'll see you soon. Bye.
I let the group know that we have a video to share.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's do it.
So as a reminder, we had 2 bets made, at least publicly, one between Pebbles and I, where I won the first part and Stu won the second bet, first part, basically trying to see if the winner could identify the loser's shot taking of water or vodka. And actually in this next video, see it's a different type of liquor. Stu thought it would be fun to share the private video that Bill sent him with the group, so we can all choose to see if we think which was which. So we'll watch this video, and then Weaver and I can share our choices. And then Stu will later share over the group me once everybody else gets in on this discussion. So without further ado, I'll pass the controls back to you.
Yeah, sweet. And yeah, for those of you that are you should watch this segment. Stop what you're doing.
The must watch. Yeah, must watch. Oh, look, we're still in the video.
Yay.
What's
Oh
happening?
yeah. That's fun.
Okay, here's Bill looking
Here he is.
serious.
Okay, Stu. This is my honoring of the bet we made. I don't want to do vodka. I just fucking hate that shit. So I have these like metal shot glasses. I'm gonna do some Kentucky bourbon. As you can see, there's gonna be a shot of that in there. And then I'm just gonna fill this up with water. All right, and then I'm gonna go over here just to, so you don't know which one's which.
I like how he narrates the whole thing.
Can you see into that? Okay, you might be able to see.
Yes, we
All
can
right,
see the
wait,
water.
All right, I'm gonna
Very clearly water.
do this. No, I'm just gonna like dump out a little bit of water. I think that's all you can see. So, all right, I think.
Turned around and
All right, these are the glasses. So here you go. I'm gonna do one and then the other, and you have to decide. Wonder which one I'm gonna do first. Right hand, left hand.
It's like, which one? Number one. Number two.
Okay. Decide first or second.
I like how he gives sound effects after them too. Like,
yeah, he's really messing with my brain. There was a lot of acting going on. Tomfoolery, I tell you what. Who do you think? Which one do you think was the whiskey?
yeah, I think the first shot was the whiskey. Although, yeah, there was some acting after both. I think his reaction was a little more genuine after that first one.
Yeah. Upon rewatching it again, I'm changing my vote to the second one, just based off of the quick exhale. I think the tomfoolery was in the first. But yeah, regardless, very fun. I really enjoyed the video. Well done, Bill.
And Pebbles, we anxiously await with bated breath your own submission.
Oh, nice. Bill actually just shared it.
Is it the same video? That's so funny. Spoilers. Nobody watched this video.
Take it down.
That's so funny. Wow. Just wow. Well, next section. Yeah, it's the same thing. That's so funny. I thought it'd be fun too, and this is kind of kind of definitely directly stolen from other podcasts I listen to. I wanted to throw a start sit at you from each team, and then
Mhm.
just you give me start or sit this player. I
Cool.
want to do one per team so everybody gets involved.
I'm in.
So I was gonna go from top to bottom, but you're there, and I don't know, it'd be weird to start from your own team. In standings, that is. So we'll go reverse order. So we'll start with no coop for you. So with that, my question, and I don't have any of these written down, so I'm just gonna throw one at you. Start or sit Jaden Reed. Plays on Thursday night against the Lions. Currently is in Evans' starting lineup. Last week, he scored 7.8 points, 3 receptions for 63 yards. His season high is 17.7, and that was in week 2. This is a Packers wide receiver.
If Christian Watson plays, I'm benching him.
Okay, so that's a start and sit then.
Yeah. I think he has to play him, right? Like he doesn't have the other options. Yeah. I don't want to start Tony or Mooney. I think I would play DJ Shark if Watson is in.
Next team, I'm getting Pukaki'd. Start or sit. Okay, how about Jahmyr Gibbs?
Start. Easy start. Easy question. I love that layup. Next.
All right, next.
He's electric. It's going to be really cool once they finally give him the reins.
Montgomery is closer than thought to return. This is how you Ramondre, 10th place team. Start or sit Brandon Cooks, Dallas wide receiver. Playing against New England, season high, 3.2 points.
3.2?
Yeah, he's having a really poor start, slow start, which is actually funny because I talked about Brandon Cooks on this podcast, like in the first one, and how he had a slow start when I had him. Adam has Judy, Jefferson, and Thielen all in the starting lineup ahead of Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, I'm sitting Cooks. That's abysmal. He was my guy going into draft weekend. I thought he would be explosive this year, but
fantasy football is so much about luck. There are so many guys, Brandon Cooks falls under this umbrella, who I would have loved to have on my team that I didn't get and now are sucking. Like Justin Fields, another good example, right? Don't know what's going to happen. I pierced my dick root, 9th place. Start or sit Tajay Spears, who is splitting carries with Derrick Henry, although he actually is getting the Lions' share of the carries.
who are they playing?
They are playing the Cincinnati Bengals.
I think I'd play him. I think I'm starting him.
So Bill has Rashee Rice, the KC wide receiver, in his flex, who last week scored 8 points, 8.4, almost got in the end zone, did not.
Yeah. The Spears conundrum is crazy. Like Derrick Henry, what is happening there? Did he sleep with Mike Vrabel? Like what?
I kind of think he's just banged up. Like chickens have come home to roost now. Next, we have law-abiding citizens, 8th place team. Start or sit. Cortland Sutton playing Chicago Bears. Scored 15 points last week. O'Malley instead has CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins, Chris Godwin, and Jacoby Myers playing instead.
You got to be starting Sutton. I'm starting Sutton. Yeah, especially if Jimmy G is still concussed. Then, like backup quarterback, throwing to the number 2 wide receiver. I'm out. I'm out on that.
7th place team, volleyball, which I don't know what that means.
Ball?
No, actually, yes, I do. I do know what that means. So Max's team right now is 2 volleyballs. So actually, before I want to kind of swerve here. Do you get it if you look at Max's team and those 2 volleyballs?
Max's team, 2 volleyballs. I don't get it. I don't know.
Wilson. From Castaway. Wilson! And he's got 2 Wilsons. Look at that. Point for Collin. I never get these.
Wow. That's actually very clever. Who knew?
Volleyball. All right. Start or sit Elijah Moore playing against Baltimore. Max has Wilson, Metcalf, Samuel, and Addison starting ahead of him.
I think that I would. Oof. It's a divisional game. That's fun. Baltimore is green. That's a gut call. I think I'm going with Elijah Moore. Yeah, I'm starting him over Addison.
Playing
Yeah.
Carolina, which is a red matchup.
This is
31st as well, surprising.
another my guy.
Ooh, Elijah Moore.
Yeah, I really wanted him in the late rounds.
Well, he hasn't broken the double-digit fantasy point threshold, which is probably why he's on Max's bench.
Yep.
Maybe he's available. Hit him up. Volleyball. 6th place, Pebbles. Time to start tanking. Yep, your season's definitely over after that narrow loss. Start or sit Jaylen Warren against Houston. The guy who, if he got one more yard, would have led Pebbles to victory against me on that Sunday night game.
That was tough to watch. Gained the lead and lost it. I am benching Jaylen Warren.
Actually, a better one would be, would you play Calvin Ridley or Marquise Brown?
Oh, geez.
Marquise Brown has scored touchdowns in back-to-back games. Ridley has not eclipsed 6 fantasy points in 2 games.
Yeah, geez. What's going on there? He looks so good week 1.
Talk about my guys, or a guy that I would love to have on my team. Ridley was definitely bold.
Yeah, and this is a European game, so like weird things happen there. But then Marquise Brown is playing the Niners. Oof. I think that I'm still rolling with Calvin Ridley.
Ridley in, Marquise Brown out. 5th place team, Sleepy Joe, who is kind of pulling a bill right now, is 2-1, but has not very many points. Start or sit? Brad's team actually doesn't leave very much to be decided. I guess DeAndre Hopkins. Start or sit? He's had 10 points, 6 points, and 6.3 points in the past 3 games. He's only got 12 combined targets in the last 2 games. And the Titans scored 3 points against the Browns last weekend.
I'm starting him. Ugh. Disclaimer, if Montgomery is healthy. Oh man, poor Sleepy Joe. He's going through the ringer right now. I think the better question is Drake London. I'm starting DeAndre Hopkins.
Hopkins is in. All right. Did I skip myself? What just happened? 4th place team, Et Tua Black. Start or sit Jahan Dotson against Philadelphia. He has not scored more than 6 points, and in the last 2 games hasn't scored more than 4 points.
Easy sit. Your wide receiver core is too strong.
All right, how about this one? Start or sit Justice Hill. And we're going to assume that he's back this game.
Sit. Cleveland's defense has been nasty this year. And
that is true.
Also, they were just on waivers. That's crazy.
Yeah, I actually spoke to Stu today for about 3 minutes. He called me like between work calls, and he was stoked to get them on waivers, and he spent like $11 or something crazy on them.
Yeah.
And they have a bye next week. And he was like, I don't know why other people didn't like put money on it. And I was like, I looked at them, and they literally have a bye next week. And he's like, oh, they're gonna be like a historic defense. They're like they're like being compared to the 85 Bears or whatever year that was. And I was like, okay, good for you. Good luck finding a defense next week.
For the sake of my own chances winning the championship, I hope that's wrong. But good luck.
Third place team, Mo Money, Mo Problems. Bacon laying the hammer and getting the money last weekend. Start or sit. This is kind of pretty self-explanatory in here. I guess Rashid Shaheed.
Rashid Shaheed.
Who got 2 targets last week, 1 rushing attempt, 4 targets the week before that. Did he have like he had a kickoff return for a touchdown, I think, in this last game.
Yeah.
Or a punt return for a touchdown.
I'm starting Rashid. We got Jameis slinging the rock again, and Rashid is the speedster. So I think that he might get 2 or 3 downfield looks that could turn into that 40-yard TD extra point.
All right, Shaheed in. Bacon still has Mike Williams on his IR slot, even though he had season-ending surgery. Next team, justice for Sean and Dishon. Now we got 2 3-0 squads. This is my opponent this week. Okay, so yeah, here's one. Start or sit Isaiah Pacheco. Scott's got all 3 KC running backs. Last week, Pacheco got 14.8 points. McKinnon scored 2 touchdowns, 16.3 points, and CEH also scored 12 points.
Woof. That's running back core that I want nothing to do with. But looking at his team, I think you start Pacheco. I think the Chiefs will be ahead of the Jets. They're abysmal. They'll be running a lot. I don't think it'll be easy. I think it'll be a plodding score, like 13 rushes for 30 yards maybe and a touchdown. But I think he's the lead back.
He's the lead. Okay, that's fair. I thought about picking up CEH last week and putting him in my selects, and I was too afraid to do it. And then I only won by 0.06 points. I played stupid Dalvin Cook. So I like the Chiefs backfield. I like McKinnon too. McKinnon is involved. I think catches a bunch of passes. All right. For this last one, it's you. Oh, baby. I like Amon-Ra, the current first place team who has the most points scored. Why don't you give me a start sit instead of me asking you who you would start sit on your team, which you're already doing?
Jeremy Ford.
Start. He's the lead. He scored twice against the Titans defense that was supposed to be like really stout against the run. Who would I start him over? Well, yeah, your team is a little tough. Funny that last week I was like, Kieran Williams, he's going to be the pickup of the year and more impactful than Nakua, and he doesn't crack 10 points. So that's fantasy for you.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have the context of your team. I could see why you wouldn't. I don't know. Zay Flowers, what'd he do? 10 targets. That's a lot. Yeah, you're sitting on those like embarrassment of riches decisions.
It's a fun place to be, but oh so stressful.
Who are you gonna drop when Jeff Wilson comes back?
Right? I was thinking about trying to trade him to the Dolphins.
I don't know if Miami can support all those running backs. Maybe we'll take this offline. All right. Anyway, that's a fun segment. Hopefully people are still listening because we've been going for about an hour now. Listener questions.
Woohoo.
What's up?
Next pod, we gotta track to see if I'm right on all these. How'd I do?
Oh yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'll re-listen and write them all down, and then we'll get. I actually should have been doing that as I was doing it. That's not good podcasting. Yeah, I like that. Okay, listener questions. We got 2. First one, team name tier lists. We got 12 names. How do you want to do this? We got 12. We can just give rapid fire reactions, or do you want to actually split them into tiers? Like, I don't know, green, yellow, red, or something like that.
I like green, yellow, red. Yeah, 3 tiers. I was also thinking, what is it? Fuck, Mary
Hill?
Yeah.
Or the fantasy football version, which is like start, trade, cut.
Yeah. Start
which is
sit,
dumb because like,
start sit trade.
yeah.
Let's do it. Start sit trade. First
Okay.
one. No coup for you.
Sit.
I'm sitting that one as well.
Is sit yellow? Yeah, sits middle. Start sit trade. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I do love the no suit for you. But yeah, anyways. It's a sit. Compared, it's a relative scale. That's the unfortunate part.
All the other names. That's right.
I like it. I just don't like it as much as the others. Because we've got 4 teams that need to go in each tier. Whoa. All right. Next up, starting from the bottom, going
Yeah, I'm getting pukaki'd. Wow, so we can only do 4 in each tier. Damn. I'm gonna say that's a start. Top 4.
top 4. Yeah. I'll give that one a start as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and like somehow keep track of all these. Okay, next we have this is how you Ramondre. I'm giving this one a trade or a cut or whatever the lowest one is. And I'm doing that because this is a recycled team name. Like we've already talked about this in the past. Like this has been said for like years now.
I think Stu's saying this is how you Ramondre back in Santa Monica when he grabbed the sticker and threw it up there. It's a great name, but it's old, it's tired, and it needs to be traded away.
All right, that's a trade. All right, I pierced my dick root. What do you think?
I'm trading old Richard.
You know, like Richard Root?
Richard Root.
The
Yeah.
Ballad of Richard Root?
I'm out.
You're out. Oh man. Okay. I feel like there's other worse team names in there, but all right. The podcast is spoken. I pierced my dick root is bottom 4. Next, we have law-abiding citizens.
I'm sitting it. It's
Oh,
yeah.
I was gonna give it a top 4 start, but okay, because it's so funny.
It's very topical.
It's
very
topical.
Yeah.
Volleyball.
Top tier. Start.
Yeah, top 4.
Now that I know what it means.
Wilson and Wilson.
Yeah.
Wilson. Next, time to start tanking.
Trade.
Yeah, bottom 4. See you later.
Trash.
Oh, I made it yellow. Okay. Sleepy Joe.
Trade.
You know, like the firing Joe Biden little picture there.
Sleepy Joe mix-in. It's just not my favorite.
All right, we're trading it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 in the bottom. We got 2 in the top and 2 in the mid. Et Tua Black TM. We go 2 and 2 from here on out.
Yeah, I'm 2 and 2. All right, I'm going sit.
You think there's 2 names better than that one?
Yeah.
Okay, they're picking your own stupid name that's also recycled.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well, I'll come up with a new one.
All right. I think we're going to be splitting our names. It sounds like we're starting our name and we're sitting the other person's name. Oh, that's not you. Okay. How about Mo Money, Mo Problems?
Sit. I like it.
Yeah.
Scott's name is great.
Yeah. Mo Money, Mo Problems is to be sat, and Scott's name Justice for Sean and Deshaun gets in the top.
Elite. Yeah.
So to go over our rankings again to finish this listener question, bottom 4, Sleepy Joe, time to start tanking. I pierced my dick root, and this is how you Ramondre. Middle 3.5/4.5 are no coup for you, law-abiding citizens, Et Tua Black, Mo Money, Mo Problems, and Oh Baby, I Like Amin Ra. And then top 3.5/4.5, Oh Baby, I Like Amin Ra, Et Tua Black, Wilson and Wilson, or Wilson, volleyball. I'm getting pukaki'd, and Justice for Sean and Deshaun.
Yes. Well done, everybody. At the end of the day, thanks for putting time and thoughts into your team names. They're all clever. to some degree or another. Some are low-hanging fruit like mine, but it's fun. It's so fun. On to the next segment.
Next listener question is, and this has been a hot button topic, discussion of number of bench spots. Too many, too few, and why?
I've been the major this has been my fucking initiative that's been on the ballot for multiple years and has been voted down by the COP multiple times. So much so that my spirit was broken and I didn't even bring it up this year. But I think that 100% remove a bench spot. Sure, let's keep like 2 IR spots. Injury shouldn't be a penalty. I don't think that like matters. There should be infinity IR spots. Obviously, that wouldn't work because everybody would stash everybody, but injuries shouldn't be, like you shouldn't get penalized your ability to maneuver based off of injury luck. So yeah, remove 1 bench slot. Let's get this fab waiver wire. Like, let's get some more action. Like you have to be so much better about budgeting because
there's been a lot of action. People are spending like crazy.
But
Stu's got $20 left.
Stu needed help fast. He was like that fucking commercial with the leaking tank, and he just whoosh.
He's still getting Pukaki'd though.
Still getting Pukaki'd.
He's one of 2 teams who has scored fewer than 300 points.
Yeah, that hurts. But now looking at his team, it's looking a little fierce. It'll be interesting to see how Cooper Kupp messes with Puka and Tutu, and then we'll see if defenses can adjust to this rookie quarterback Stroud. He's been lighting the league up.
Yeah, I assumed he was gonna pick up Stroud, make a play for him, being as that was like the best available quarterback still available. And we got a 10 and 11 matchup this week, 2 1-2 teams. I'm getting Pukaki'd, and this is how you Ramondre. So that's a fun one to take note of. We're also outside of rivalry week now. We just got through them. Of course, you and Scott have the easiest schedule of rivals as you guys went 3-0. Evan, the hardest. He went 0-3.
Who's got the highest points against? That's the hardest. Stu has the highest points against.
Hebs? Oh, is it Stu? Oh, yeah, by a lot. That's because he played me week 1. That's right. He's the new max. Okay, anyway. Inconclusive on your question, Scott. I would say keep it as it is, except remove that second IR slot because that was for COVID only. I like Evan's point about when bye weeks come up, you got buys coupled with injuries. It's nice to have someone you could count on to slot in. Yeah. COP all the way, baby.
Just
COP.
The worst meme of this league.
We should make t-shirts.
That would be ridiculous.
Okay. Should we skip over silver linings or
yeah, we gotta move this.
What is it? Golden nuggets. Now that we've removed some I was gonna say so many just like mean things came to my mind. Now that there's only 2 of 3 podcasters on today, we can skip that segment and wait for the return of the creator.
Yeah. We're in a time crunch. The producers are looking at us. They're just
they're starting to play that music like on soft, like Oscar music.
Yeah, it's been going. We've just been conveniently ignoring it.
Live picks for week 4 matchups. Which one do you want to start with?
Time to start tanking. More money, more problems.
All right. This is a fun one. We got the 3rd place team versus the 6th place team. Pebbles loses a heartbreaker last week. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite him in the butt come playoff seeding time. Pebbles currently has the Bush lead. Let's see any notable things that would need to happen. Bacon went away from his 2 tight end play after Taysom Hill didn't put up any points last week. Pebbles has benched Warren, the man who sent him to 1-2. What do you think?
This is a fun matchup. There's a lot of variability with each of these players. Are we gonna get the 20-point Calvin Ridley, or are we gonna get the 6-point Calvin Ridley? Oh, how fun. Nico Collins. What's his story gonna be this week? I am gonna chase my gut. I don't know why I'm chasing it, but I just have a feeling that Bacon's gonna ride this high. I'm picking Bacon to win.
I also am taking Bacon to win. He's coming off the league high. I am concerned about Mostert and that timeshare and playing Buffalo. But I think what's going to really put it over the edge for him is that SF defense against the Cardinals. And I think Collins has a bounce back game. Yeah, but it's like divisional, and I don't know, I feel like the Niners are just going to fuck him up.
I hope so.
We both take Bacon. Sorry, Pebs, you're going to 1-3. All right, let's see. Next matchup. I pierced my dick root versus Sleepy Joe.
Let's see. Is this the week that Eckler returns? Who knows?
So let's see. Bill has one fewer win than Brad, but has scored more points. He's also had many more points against.
Oh, this is fun. Mike Evans versus Marshawn Lattimore. They always like fight and get ejected.
That is fun. Also, Brad spent a bunch of money on Joshua Palmer in the wake of Mike Williams' injury, and they're playing against the Raiders. That one should be a high-flying affair. Brad's got double-digit Dallas kicker. Bill's got KCD against the Jets. They scored double digits in their past 2 games. Bill's got McCaffrey.
Yeah, there's some fun highlights on both of these teams.
I'm taking Bill.
I am also taking Bill. Josh Allen's gonna have to put in some work keeping up with the explosive Dolphins. Devontae Smith is an electric player. He's just so fun. I think that, yeah, if the stack hits once, like you're always cheering for the stack hit. But
Hashtag Stackle. Yeah, that's fun. I also think the Chargers handle the Raiders and their backup quarterback. They could rest Eckler as he's coming off injury and will stop passing as much to Mr. Palmer and crew. So the game script in that game may go against Brad's players.
David
Next.
back. Oof.
Hmm?
There. Montgomery might be coming back this week. Do you take start him? I don't know.
Got some time. Although they play tomorrow night, so not as much time. I'm getting Pukaki versus This Is How You Ramondre. 2 1-2 teams, 10-11, fighting for their playoff lives. Week 3, Stu took the dub. Adam took the L against yourself. Relatively scored the same amount of points, 116 to 112.
Let's battle the tight ends on Thursday night. That'll be fun.
That is fun. Got J. Jeff, my boy. We got Adam Thielen in the revenge game. That was a hot commodity on the wire this week. Stu's going with his new rookie quarterback against a Pittsburgh defense. Week 1 against a Baltimore defense. This quarterback put up only 10 points. Puka is in. Atwell is out, even though didn't he outscore Puka 15-9? Yeah, interesting. Swift is the man in Philadelphia. Ramondre Stevenson against Dallas defense will be interesting to watch.
Just doing a line by line read.
Interesting. Yeah.
Like,
Well, if Stu was complaining about us, you just go through every player and say every player's stats.
that's what you do.
That's right. This is our podcast. I'm going with Adam.
How fun. I also wanted to go with Adam. I think the big ticket items here are if we get the weeks 1 and 2 Puka versus Jerry Jeudy, and if Bryce Young comes back, is Thielen's value just going to tank again? He was electric with it's weird to say Thielen was electric with the Red Rocket, but he was very good.
Their team is better with the Red Rocket.
Yeah. And then DeAndre Swift's resurgence. It's crazy that they started that he was second string to start the season to Kenneth Gainwell. And then he just immediately has blown up. He looks great. Swift is looking fast.
He does look great. And he's going to run Adam to a W this week. Well, that's what I'm saying. Are you still taking Adam?
Yeah.
Both taking Adam. All right. Next matchup. What did we? Oh, that was last week. What am I doing? What am I doing? I did that one. Oh, law-abiding citizens versus volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
Lowest Bush.
Yeah.
Saquon could be coming back. Let's see what you say. He's day to day as of Tuesday, yesterday. They're playing on Monday night, so he's got an extra day of rest. Does Max have another option on Monday night? He does not. That could be a little sketchy. Sketchy wait and see. On the O'Malley side, we got those baller receivers, but we talked about Jacoby Myers versus Carlos Sutton, the man, the myth, the legend. Two interesting defensive choices, at least right now. What do you think?
I think CeeDee Lamb is going to get schemed super hard against New England. But then Garrett Wilson is on the Jets. So those are like two washes, I would say. Higgins and Metcalf are a fun little duel. And then I think Debo's got the advantage over Godwin. James Cook versus, I think Kenneth Walker wins that matchup. And I think Javonte Williams. Oh, I think Saquon wins if he plays. I don't know that he'll play, so that's scary. Jordan Addison has home run potential versus Jacoby Myers. He put up 24 week 1. This is a tough one. How fun. I am going to go with Maxwell.
Me too. I think Russell is going to cook against those Bears, and Debo is going to cook against those Cardinals.
Russell.
Although I could definitely see Ken Walker having a giant game against the Giants.
Yes. Definitely. He is very good.
Next matchup, Tua Black versus Justice for Sean and Deshaun. My matchup. Waddle was a full participant in practice today, which is chef's kiss. Need that double stackle would be nice. Sanders actually got double-digit points last week, as did Mattis, which was great. And now he goes up against Carolina, who's a third worst defense against running backs. I'm taking myself because the stackle, even though there's going to be a tough defensive matchup. And Scott has his own stackle.
Calling yours the trickle. The trickle.
Trickle sounds like it's not many points.
It's a trickle. It's going to be a trickle this week against the Buffalo defense. In Buffalo, the Dolphins don't play well in the cold weather. They need it warm. They need it sunny.
It's the sunny. It's 77 degrees Fahrenheit right now.
Damn it. Snowstorms coming in. Dolphins are going to freeze. Yeah,
Buffalo, New York weather.
I think this is the matchup of the week. Personally, this is a really
I
fun
don't
one.
know.
Yeah, I'm
2 versus 4.
hoping to see some fireworks out of this matchup. I'd be curious if Rashawn Johnson stays in this starting lineup or not, but not sure who.
Yeah, Scott has the full stable of Chiefs and Bears running backs. So he can mix and match a few guys in and out before Sunday.
Yeah. All right. Last
Last matchup. Yeah. Let's see. Did I click myself? I did. Okay. Okay. We got, oh, baby, I like Amon-Ra versus no Coop for you. Weaver's got the 60-40 Bush lead as of 4:51 p.m. on Wednesday, the 27th. What do you think? Or should I say? I'll say first. What do I think? Burrow is in your lineup. He is back, but he was not cooking against those Rams. Against Love. Well, this is fun. Jordan Love makes his way to the starting lineup. He has scored 20 points every single week.
Yeah, it's really cool for his story.
Okay. Sneezy McSneezerson over here. Zach Moss has been killing it. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Zach Moss has been killing it back in that lineup. I don't know why Evan took him out last week. New York defense against the Chiefs is still in Evan's lineup. I wonder if that will stick. Ooh, this is a tough one. I think I'm going to go with the hot hand, which is, oh, baby, I like Amon-Ra. Although, let's see, one of these weeks, you're going to play the wrong player. Maybe it'll be this week.
I already have done that.
Again.
Yeah.
You don't want to play Geno against the Giants?
I don't want to play Geno against the Giants, but I will. We'll see how the tinkering goes. I think Evan's team really needs Cooper Kupp and Jonathan Taylor Thomas to come back. Like he's just like 2 players short from having a really solid team. Yeah. Like if you replace Jalen Reed with Cooper Kupp, all of a sudden this team is probably favored to win this matchup. You know?
Yeah. Evan, let's see, scored 104 in week 1, 90 in week 2, and 100 week 3 without those 2 guys. He gambled. He rolled the dice twice, and so far he's been bit by it. Although, let's see.
He also got wrecked by the Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, well, I mean, you could debate whether Rodgers is going to be a QB1 or not. But yeah, I guess if you got Goff. Goff's been good, hasn't
he? Yeah.
22-19 last 2 weeks. Anyway, I'm taking you. You're taking you. Do we choose 6 of 6 the same?
I think that I'm really scared. I'm really scared of Davante Adams this week going up against the hapless Chargers defense.
Yeah, they don't have a defense. Although the Raiders might not have a quarterback. So, do they still have that Stintham guy? Who's their backup?
No clue. But if I was the backup, I would just get such tunnel vision, just like short routes, crossing routes, slants. Get Davante Adams the ball quickly.
It says they got Hoyer the Destroyer.
Oh, dude. Hoyer can sling it. Yeah, that'll be fun. Anyways.
Let's see. I think, picked the same. Did you? So we got Bacon, Max, Adam, Bill, you, me. And someone else has their picks in too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say, oh, looks like 3 people. Everybody picked this before we look at the matchup.
Yeah. Last week was a tough week for me. Only got 2 right. Really
Now you and me are tied, baby.
It was pretty funny that Andrew chose you to win last week. He's the only one that got that matchup right.
You had faith. I
Gotta
did
have
not.
faith, the faith. I gotta have faith, 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 baby. Yeah. Any closing comments?
Remember, just to say, remember to post your guesses about that Bill video. Although I guess then he just posted it, so we're probably already posting our guesses in there. So we have a whole wasted segment because now everyone can see that video.
Yeah, but
Pebbles, get your video up.
yeah, Pebbles, feel better first, and then get your video up.
I've heard that liquor actually helps with sickness.
That's a sham. It's just made up by the drunk blue collar folk.
By the liquor corporations wanting to push their merchandise.
Yeah, Anheuser-Busch. Damn them. And I heard Bud Light makes you tune in next time. All right.
Bye, buddy. Good
That's
luck,
it.
except for you, Scott.
Good luck to everybody except for Evan and Devontae Adams.
Bye.
Bye.